So with all the fruits that I had to show you guys today, I have to end you guys off with cooking something to eat. So welcome back to another episode here on Chef Chronicles. So today's episode, I am definitely going to make something for me to eat for dinner, and I'm going to show you guys what to do. So definitely I'm using chicken scampi, but you could definitely switch it up and use some shrimp. You could season it to however you want, which is what I did. And we're just going to keep this episode basic. We're just going to show you the steps of how to make a scampi recipe. Now, when you are making shrimp or chicken, it depends. Chicken just takes a little bit longer. You got to cook it to, 165 degrees Fahrenheit. But when it comes to shrimp, all you got to do is wait for the shrimp to turn pink, which could take anywhere between 2 to 4 minutes, depending if you're just pan searing it or cooking in the oven. But today I am using chicken because the price of seafood is a little bit expensive. So to make our chicken scampi, we're going to go ahead and put some oil and some butter inside a pot, and we're going to sear it. Make sure your oven is definitely preheated because you want to finish off the chicken inside the oven. And also in the meantime, you definitely want to have a pot of boiling water so you can cook your spaghetti. Put some salt in there and a little bit of olive oil in there and let it come up to boil while you're searing off your chicken. Once your pot has come up, you're going to go ahead and add in your chicken, and you're going to sear it on a medium heat for at least 5 minutes on each side. Once you finish the first step, make sure all your chicken is seared. Have a pan sprayed on the side and transfer your chicken there and put it into the oven to continue cooking it until it reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm on my last sear of my chicken, and I'm going to go ahead and my water came to a boil and cook my pasta for the box directions. It depends on what kind of pasta you're using. If you're using thin, it'll be like 6 minutes. If you're using thick normal spaghetti, it'll be like 10 till it gets al dente. So in the same pot, you want to get some more olive oil, and I put like a little bit of butter in there to grab up all that extra seasoning that's on the bottom, and we're going to go ahead and make our sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and add in some garlic cloves and allow it to become fragrant, which is like about a minute or two. So now that our garlic is nice and cooked and fragrant, we're going to go ahead and add in some white wine, or you can use broth if you like. And deglaze this pan. So while that is happening, what we're going to do is allow our broth or white wine. And when you're using shrimp, you want to use white wine, or chicken, you want to use white, to deglaze the pan. We're going to go ahead and bring this to a boil and let this reduce for roughly about 5 to 6 minutes. Don't forget that while it is, reducing, to season it with your spices, such as a little bit of salt and some black pepper. And also for me, I like heat, I'm going to add in some red pepper flakes. So whether you decide to use shrimp or you're using chicken, you definitely can go ahead and add in your shrimp right now at this stage and cook it, basically have it seared. But if you're not doing that and your shrimp is already cooked, you will go ahead with the next step, which is add in your lemon juice and a little bit of parsley. As you can see, I did season it with some red pepper flakes, and it did reduce by half. So here I am, added in some freshly squeezed lemon juice. So after that lemon juice, I went and had in, you can add fresh parsley or dried as what I have right now, but definitely I recommend fresh parsley. And if you do use shrimp or chicken, you definitely would add it in at this stage. But because I want to have it for more of a presentation side, I'm going to leave the chicken on the side and go ahead with the next step, which is adding in my pasta and coating it in this sauce. So as you can see, I'm taking my nice pasta and just adding it into this beautiful sauce, and we're going to use a tongs and we're going to go ahead and coat the pasta in this beautiful sauce. Now for this recipe, I definitely did use one whole box, and you know, everything as a cook is a trial and error. So now that our pasta is definitely coated in the sauce, I definitely did remove it off the heat once I started adding the pasta, because I don't want my pasta to get anything away from al dente. I just removed all the heat and added in the pasta and stir it until it's combined. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is plate this beautiful plain. It looks plain because there's nothing there, but I'm sure to guarantee you that there is some flavor there. So let's go ahead and plate this delicious dish. So I'm using my tongs to do like a nice beautiful turnover, so that way it's in one section. You could plate however you want. Some people are not into like the presentation, but something simple as that. Okay, so you can definitely do it multiple ways, where you can just add the chicken back into the pasta before and allow the chicken and the pasta to combine together. Just make sure the chicken is nice and sliced. Or you could just put the pasta on the bottom and you can put the chicken on top, and you have this beautiful plate here.